There is no emptiness to be understood. There is no nibbana to be understood. There is no nibbana to be known, to understood, to be understood. The emptiness that is enabled to be understood, or the enlightenment that is enabled to be understood, is not true emptiness, is not true enlightenment, it's not true nibbana. This is the force to use opinions and meanings into it. Nibbana is like this, nibbana is like that. This is the opinions that is forming up. True nibbana doesn't exist to be understood. Therefore, nibbana cannot be used through knowing, through understanding. There is no nibbana to be understood. There is just nibbana in the form of opinions and meanings like this and like that. That is deceived by one's own opinions and meanings, by one's own desire. The desire deceiving the desire. Listen again. When the Buddha is giving ending in every Buddha eras, the causes have been given ended to, and that's ending happens accordingly, all by itself. There will be no attachment, no delusion all by itself. Ending all about being empty or not empty. Ending all about attachment or detachment all by itself. This is the ending of the causes. That's all that is given by the Buddhas. All the attempt to know, to understand, trying to reach, the attempt to begin or to end, it is given by the Buddhas to end it. That which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging, attachments or non-attachments. That which has nothing to do with involvement or non-involvement. It's just giving ending, the attempt to begin, the delusion to try to begin, that's all. Ending all about attachment or non-attachments, being deluded or not deluded, is ending all by itself. All about being empty or not, liberating or not, will be ended all by itself. During the time of trying to begin or to end, there is always the fabrication of liberating or not liberating, yes or no, this is it or this isn't it. Fabricating to be deludedly yes or no, deludedly thinking that this is it or this isn't it, all by oneself. That is the attachment to the attempt to begin. Unlike the Buddhas, only giving ending to the attempt to begin or the attempt to end. The later generations, there have been only the attempt to begin. The attempt to begin, and then there is the idea about this is it or this isn't it, yes or no. Delusively yes or no, delusively thinking that it is it or this isn't it. Delusively guessing, it is the state of guessing, fabricating to cover up oneself. Fabricating that it is it, to cover up the fabrication itself. To think that this is it or this isn't it, that is the fabrication all by oneself. Yes or no is the fabrication, decoration of the mind. Whether it is yes or no, this is it or this isn't it, it is a fabrication of the mind. The knower and the seer is also a fabrication of the mind. Fabricating the seer to cover up the fabrication itself. fabricating the knower to cover up the fabrication itself. Who is the fabricator? It is the desire itself. The desire, creating it. The forms of desire is the one that fabricates and decorates within the mind.
ต่อไปก็มันก็ไม่ใช่อะไรในเห็นไม่เห็นไปเลยไม่ใช่อะไรในรู้ไม่รู้ไปเลยพอฟังท่านดีๆแล้วเนี่ย
So when listening well, later on it will not be about anything within knowing or not knowing, seeing or not seeing. That which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging. Later on, it will not be about anything within knowing or not knowing, seeing or not seeing. All that is babbling all these days is all about something that is significance given to something within seeing or not seeing, knowing or not knowing. This is the attachment to babbling, to fabricate. According to TikTok, according to YouTube, babbling, fabricating. It will end all about yes or no, this is it or this isn't it. If ending the ending itself, ceasing the ceasing itself, listen well. Naturally, it will end all the delusion about yes or no, this is it or this isn't it. It will end all about knowing or not knowing, seeing or not seeing. It will end all about understanding or not understanding. It will end all about something within understanding or not understanding. It will not be about anything within knowing or not knowing naturally. Naturally, it will not be about anything within seeing or not seeing. When there is significance in knowing or not knowing, seeing or not seeing, that is the desire fabricating within the knower and the seer. And then it always fabricates more opinions and meanings. Yes, this is it. No, this isn't it. True, not true. Branches of the desire and delusion. Yes, no, this is it, this isn't it, true, false. This is the branches of desire and delusion, but the root itself is the seer. Significance in knowing, in seeing, that is the root cause. Being obsessed with significance in knowing or seeing, or not seeing or not knowing, this is the root of the delusion in knowing or not knowing, the desire which is creating such a tithi, such opinions and meanings. So when listening to Hluang Po, it will be giving at the cause, giving the ending to the causes, not to teach, to practice. Otherwise, it's gonna create a cause, the desire, creating the cause of practices. The desire who is the one who practice. It is the cause in itself. So listening and it will give ending to the root cause. Everything is from not involved within the non-involvement itself. There is a purification within this. Naturally, it will not be about involvement or non-involvement. It will give ending to significance in involvement or non-involvement. That which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging. Later on, it will be accordingly.
คำว่าไม่ไหม้นั่นก็คือความพยายามยึดทุกรูปแบบองค์ทรงทำให้
The word not disregarding means all the attempt to hold on to. It is the delusive attachments, the delusion and desire that is universal. All forms of not disengaging, all the attempt to let go in all forms. There is something within the attempt to let go or not letting go. This is the desire that is fabricating. That's why it's stuck with just mundane issues. Listen well to the great perfections, that which has nothing to do with letting go or not letting go, and all about mundane or transcendental. May we humbly bow down towards the Buddhas, the great Buddhas. Please hold the space for all of us. May all groups of beings in the non-human realms, those Dhamma practitioners, and groups of Sanghas, to be led to ask for forgiveness. May we humbly ask for forgiveness for all cases of karma and all causes of karma of burning, destroying temples and religion, rejecting and opposing Buddhas, the Satya Dharma or the Noble Truth, and the brightness. Thus, it becomes our causes to persevere and set up for the Satya Dharma, aiming towards the Noble Truth, using opinions and meanings to add up towards the essence of the emptiness, the essence of letting go and putting down, and the essence of the enlightenment. Karma of passing on from generations to generations, continually distorting further and further, which leads all sentient beings towards quarrels, conflicts, deludedly hurting, harming, killing, and executing one another, or deludedly and inappropriately claiming Buddha's teachings. May we humbly ask for forgiveness for all cases and all types of karma, to be forgiven from now on.
อโหสิอโหสิอโหสิอโหสิอโหสิอโหสิ
May all Buddhas preside over. May all karma of all groups of beings relating to the Buddhas and the Satya Dharma to be forgiven. Ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. Karma overlaying the body-mind elements, overlaying Dhamma, karma overlaying, has to be forgiven, ahosi, asking for forgiveness, ahosi, being obsessed to overlay the seeing, the knowing. Seeing the suffering, but there is no cutting the suffering in the seeing. The seer is the suffering itself, is the origin, the root cause. Being obsessed to see the Four Noble Truths on and on, that is just the reactions of the fabrication in the seeing and knowing. The desire that is reacting and fabricating the seer. It is the root cause.